Hi, my name is Megan Lawrence, and I'm the Director of Accessibility and Intersectionality here at Microsoft. I am a white woman with dark hair wearing black glasses, earrings, and a black shirt today. Now, we recognize the community is more important than ever. We all want to belong to something bigger than ourselves. That includes our friends and family community, and certainly our developer and work community. And we are using technology even more than ever to stay connected. If you had asked me last year, how often do you use Teams? I would have said all the time. And now I really mean all day, every day. That technology needs to be as diverse as we see people in the world today to ensure that we are building those communities and have the ability to communicate with one another. Now let's ground. 1 in 5 people have a disability today. And we know that people with disabilities are growing as a community. Some because of long-term COVID and also because of the mental health community. And so it's even more important than ever to ensure that you're putting disability at the heart of the way that you design tools. So for example, I have fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain condition. And it means that I can't sit and type at a computer all day long. It affects my hands and wrists. And so something like speech to text or dictation becomes incredibly important for me to do my job. But now imagine that you've broken an arm, a hand, a wrist, a finger. All of us have had a temporary disability at some point in our lives. And now technology can easily be used while we heal. But I believe that disability and accessibility is at the heart of the way that we create modern tools. My husband quite literally believes that he can talk to anything as an interaction style. So when you're creating your next tool, think about how you are including multiple ways of interaction. And when we do that, we create technology that is literally the backbone on which organizations create a culture of digital inclusion. And that's important because we recognize that companies that hire people with disabilities make 28% higher revenue on average. So you're not just making the next cool tool, you really are creating a pathway for more societal inclusion and thinking about how diversity and disability diversity enhances every single organization. All right, but let's talk a little bit about tech. So the first thing that I go by is nothing about us without us. We want to ensure that the disability community has a seat at the table and is providing you the feedback that you need to make great technology. Here at Microsoft, we've developed the Accessibility User Research Collective, which is a partnership with the Shepherd Center in Atlanta, Georgia. We have well over 1,000 people now that provide us feedback on research, design, engineering, testing of tools to make sure that what we create is not just accessible, but it's usable, it's delightful. So think about the way that you're bringing the disability community into the way that you build your products and services. Now, if you're thinking, well, how accessible are my products? We have the Accessibility Insights tool, which is an automated checking tool that will allow you to get a read on your website, your Windows application, and Android application. Now, the important thing here is making that part of your developmental life cycle. Make sure that you think about accessibility early and often and get feedback from the disability community throughout the process. Now, there's 2 things that I want you to take away from this presentation. One is that you are never alone. We are always here to support you. So we have the Disability Answer Desk, which provides free IT support for people with disabilities, as well as anybody that supports us. And we have the Enterprise Disability Answer Desk, and we can answer questions about Microsoft accessibility as it relates to any organization. And now I've only gotten just a very few minutes to touch on the important topic of accessibility and disability inclusion. So here is my challenge for you. Lean in, learn more, have that growth mindset. We've got the Accessibility Fundamentals course available for you today to really get your feet wet and get a great background. With that, thank you so much for listening and being with us today.